Hello, everyone. This is the weekly energy update that we have every week, and in all energy update, Nilüfer received the energy update of the week through the channeling from Pleiadians from Taygeta, and this week I have the chance to be here and ask a very important questions that is a question for many people after the energy update is done. We are Mani and Nilüfer. We are intuitive um, healers and also spiritual teachers from Lotus Retreat Center.
Thank you for being here today with us. Please just give me a few seconds and I can download the information and share the information regarding weekly energy update for this week. Thank you. Please stay with me. Hello, everyone. Thank you for being here with us. I provide you the information about the weekly energy update. As many of you are aware, the energy of the universe affect the behaviors and affect your personal energies. When your energies in different level of frequency, you experience different things, you react differently, and you will be receive different things. So the result of the events and your actions and the reactions will affect by universal energy, period. So for this week, I would say the energy is continuous of the previous week. The result depends on your actions and your reactions. I can say the result of many negotiations and relations and events may not be very positive from the point of view of many of you. These are all the consequence of the universal energies. So this is not the predicting of your personal life. It's only about providing the information about the universal energy and how these energies affect your behaviors. Okay, so there is no something such a prediction of any events. I want to clarify this in this session because many of the people may do not like to hear someone predict some event of the future. We are not predicting anything here. We just provide the information about the universal changes, energies, and these energies how affect your actions and your behavior and the result of the events. Again, I would like to recommend all of you to stay centered, balanced, and be an observer of the events. When you would not be involved in events, be an observer and look everything from outside of the box, you would be more centered and be more mindful and would not be involved in the games that are designed by others in different levels, even in family levels, friendship levels, or in bigger society levels like schools, like the place that you work, like political levels. You would not be involved in those games, which are all designed by others, and they want to take your energies, absorb your energies for their goals, for any reasons. I don't want to say something positive or negative, but you would not be involved in their games. For the people who live in Middle Eastern countries, they may affect differently much more than others due to these universal shifts and changes, as the fire energy is very, very, very active. It's super active in those regions. So I again wanted to emphasize and recommend to stay calm and balanced and choose the balance and peace within yourself. In the next few months, when you return back and check your memories of these days, you would remember this day and my recommendations. You would understand why I told stay balanced and calm and don't be involved with the games. When you understand the meaning of a time which is illusion, you would understand how to act and behave properly. The time is something designed for the 3D dimensions, but from our point of view, as the timelines, we can see all the timelines is like we see a big screen in front of us. So we are an observer of the events, like watching a movie. We can just play it and or just forward and go back and see the events. So from this point of view, I provide you this information. Be an observer, don't be involved in any games. You would understand the reason of staying calm and balanced at this moment, why it's so important at this point. And I want to add one more thing about the situations in all levels. When you would not be involved on events and be an observer, you actually live a reality you would not play a game with a child. Some events we look at it as the children who are playing on the playground. This is what we can say. Another thing I want to say is when you understand the divine timing and there is time for some energies that needed to be shifted on special moments, on special place, you would not be involved on those games because the time is come for special event. This is out of your hand. These are the universal energy that affect that event and affect the result of that event. I hope this information is understandable. I know it's a little bit vague for many of you, but you would understand the meaning of what I say today in the next few months when you return back to these memories. I send you all love and light, and I like to transfer this conversation to dear beloved Thoth to provide you some information. If you have any questions.
Yes. Light to you, dear Thoth. Thank you for your presence here today with us. You're in the presence of Thoth, the great master, and the ascended master that has been helping humanity for thousands of years. We are in his presence now. My question is if you have anything to say before I ask a question, please.
Yes, thank you to provide this opportunity. Then I can talk directly with audience, first with Persian speakers through your Farsi YouTube channel, and now again you stay with me and I can talk directly to the audience, the English speaker audience. I am ready to answer your question if you have special question, or you can have the same question that you had through the Farsi YouTube channel.
Yes, I have the same question that I asked in our other channel, the Nilüfer Money Journey Farsi page. From your perspective, what's the definition and what does it mean, yin and yang, actually?
As I explained a few minutes ago through your Farsi channel, the yin and yang is the two energy that has been existed from the beginning of the creation, and nobody can fight with this energy. You all should accept the energy of yin and yang. It's like not fighting with energy of sun or energy of the light, energy of a day that you receive a light, and energy of the night. So these two energy are meaningful together simultaneously. These energies are exist in different levels, in different layers within even your body, even within individuals' energy. Each person has a shadow, which is I can explain as a dark side of the energy of that person, also a light side. I want to add something very important. We are light. Yeah, you see, as you are aware, your teams are light. So you serve the light, we are light. Our goals is to expand and transfer the knowledge and information of the sun, of the light, and expand love and light and knowledge through different layers of the universe. And now I'm just talking with you and talking with humankind. Human. I want to focus on human only. The yin and yang exist everywhere in different layers. As I said, personal layers. A person might have some struggles within themselves through the challenge a person has with a shadow that exists within a person. You can expand this yin and yang energy in different layers in the families, sometimes between brothers and sisters, within the family members. It can be expanded between the neighbors. It can be expanded within the colleagues. It can be expanded within a society you live in, your colleague, your classmates, teachers, students, any kind of relationships. Any kind of relationships and bigger layers in the bigger societies. So this yin and yang exist, and this energy will be continued. This is how this universe created, especially in this 3D dimension. The point is, you all need to be aware of these positive sides, and you need to respect and accept this situation. So I want to especially recommend all the light workers who work with energies to accept this yin and yang, to respect these opposite energies. When you accept it and you respect it, you will be safe. When, in case any of energy from other sides, if you don't have enough shields, if you're not have a protection, if you're not in that level to have the understanding to how to protect yourself and your space when you work with energies, when you work with the client, which should be done carefully, clearly. If you don't have this understanding, okay, I just want to talk with you guys. How respected, if any energy that comes which is not aligned with love, unity, and integrity, and they are not with light side, just respect that energy, that I can say being and I can say entities. Just respect it. Ask that our energies are not aligned. We cannot serve each other with respect. Please leave this space, this container. And that's all. With respect, you just reject that kind of communication and do whatever you need to do, as your energies are not aligned.
Yes, thank you for that. Um, it's very important for us to know in every situation to be an observer. Even right now, we received the message of the update of the week that says that we need to stay observer all the time. And that's part of the being mindful and practicing mindfulness. That's the first step that we should learn to be an observer. So, how we can stay observer while we're respecting yin and yang? Can you elaborate on that?
Can you repeat your question again?
In some situations, it might be hard to stay observer.
Mm-hmm.
At the same time, we are dealing with this yin and yang. So, how can we stay balanced and how we can face that situations, that's hard situation that makes it hard for us to stay in balance and be an observer?
When you have a deep understanding about how these yin and yang works together, you would not be involved and play in their field. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So I give you an example. Imagine a child who play not in a clean place between the sands, and it's not a clean area. That child invites you to join him to play with him in that field, which you know that field is not a clean place. Okay, so you show your respect and attention to that. So you show, okay, I see you. I know you want to play with me, but I cannot play with you. That is not my field. So you do not be involved in that situation. You do not give that child what he wants at that moment. When anyone wants to play with you, why you should play with that if that energy is not aligned with you? So just look at it. Just look at the situation and remember your energies are not aligned. So just be an observer. You don't need to give him or her what she needs at that moment, but show your respect. If you do not respect that person, that situation, that person will hurt you or bother you another way. Till the time he or she gets your attention and push you to play with that person in their field. Is that understandable?
Yes. You brought a very good example and it's very clear. I ask this question because many people think that when they're in the hard situations, it's hard to be detached from that situation and become an observer. But becoming an observer is not after you getting involved with something. Becoming an observer is the first step because when you are observer, you will see the situation and you decide. You are the person that decides want to get involved to it or not.
And the meaning is totally different than being neutral because you're mindful and with your awareness you know how to act. So it's totally different than being neutral.
Exactly. Yes. So this was one of the hardest thing for people that is starting the path of mindfulness they are awakened basically. And I wanted to clarify it here, and that's why I asked a question from you, the master, and you brought it very correctly, and I agree with you.
These are part of basic elements practice that we had in our mystery school, which were used for a long time and transferred from me to others and to others, and still has been continued.
Yes.
Do you have any other questions?
If you have any thought or any new messages that you'd like to share, we would love to hear that.
I like to directly talk to humankind, race, and this message is for the humans to be aware and be an observer of each second of your thought. With this understanding, you can shift your energy and you can change your life and create the life that you like to live. So through changing your mind, you can change the reality of your life. Be mindful about what you think. Be mindful about what you say. Be mindful about what you watch. So you need to keep your receivers clean and clear to stay calm, to stay within your heart and be able to connect through your heart and create the love and create the life that you deserve. This is my message. Thank you for providing this opportunity again, both in Farsi channel and through your English channel. And I could talk directly to your audience. Hopefully this information will be shared with the light community, with the people who need to hear this voice, and this information open a new door for those people. I send you all light, and I pray the Sun, the God Sun, the creator of the universe, send light to all of you who serve the light, and to the heart of the one who still sleep, but it's time for them to be wake up and awaken.
Send you love and light, dear Thoth. Thank you for your presence and knowledge that you shared with us. We're grateful.
Thank you all for your presence, and as Mani explained about weekly energy update, we still need to be an observer and don't be involved with many games, and we will understand why we should stay calm and balanced and don't be involved with many games in the next few months. And also Thoth provides us valuable information how be an observer and don't be involved with the game of other people's, others' plan, and how to stay calm and create our life through staying balanced, calm through our heart. Thank you again, and till next week.
Thank you for watching this video and being with us. If you felt resonate with this video, you may share it with who you think that it's going to be helpful for them to receive these messages and learn more, and it's going to help them to grow and move forward on their path. We send you all love and light.